What makes a hero? At first glance, Gatchaman Crowds is just another shallow superhero anime where the main character beats up a ton of baddies, but it's actually far from that. While there are some very nicely done combat scenes, which include 2D and 3D animation, the focus of the show is on the underlying themes, and trust me, there's a lot of them. The first thing that has to be addressed is the music and soundtrack. Damn! The composer of Soul Eater's and Gurren Lagann soundtracks, godly Taku Iwasaki, has created a masterpiece of songs that fall into a ton of categories. They range anywhere from dubstep to opera, and I have to say I'm a fan of all 21 of them. Soundtrack aside, Opening, Crowds, by White Ash is a perfect fit for the style of Gatchaman Crowds. I still don't know what these lyrics are, by the way. Speaking of the style, whoa. The music paired with an unconventional art style and vivid colors creates for a very unique presentation. As far as character designs go, to me they seem a little lackluster, but their Gatchaman transformations definitely make up for it. I would love to see a good cosplay of one of these guys. The story. Without spoiling things, the Gatchaman are a small secret superhero organization that devotes itself to protecting Earth. JJ, the leader of this group, which is presumably a god, chooses our main character Hajime Ichinose for some unknown reason to join the Gacha team. They then go on fighting the forces of evil as you'd expect from any superheroes, but eventually internal conflict arises from the possible downfall of the planet. While keeping many serious moments, there are also countless things that will make you laugh, especially with the little alien panda mascot, Pie Man, which actually hates being associated with pandas. Moving on, the characters won't leave you bored anytime soon. While there are several members of the Gatchaman team, Hajime is the one that everything is centered on. Being a Genki girl that tackles everything that she can with the biggest smile on her face, she's the kind of character that you should already know whether you love her or hate her. Sadly, even if you think this go-get-'em personality is great, these kinds of characters simply don't belong as main characters for shows with serious elements to them. Many times while watching her, you'll sit back and think, this girl's way too positive in dire situations. No matter what happens, what she's doing isn't going to work. And then it does! Hajime's case of the main character syndrome, of everything working out in her favor, is a constant annoyance. But then again, it's always great to just see someone being so cheerful. While Hajime is fighting for the powers of Gacha, Berg Katz is on the other side, taking the role of a fabulous alien villain that tears down planets just for the fun of it. It's actually quite refreshing to see a nearly all-powerful gay alien causing mischief as he pleases. Not to mention Mamoru Miyano, the voice of Flight Yagami, and Okabe Rintaro, did a nearly perfect job voicing him. Even though Gatchaman Crowds has a girl that's bouncing off the walls and a gay alien as opposing main characters, oh, and I forgot to mention there's also a cross-dressing guy as well, there are some various issues the show brings up, as I said before. The app that everyone in the setting uses, Galax, which acts as a social network that can be used to help people, is used as a catalyst for Hajime and Berg to clash heads and show the viewers the absolutely terrifying capabilities of the internet that we all have at our disposal. Gatchaman Crowds hits much closer to home than most animes do, assuming you've ever used the internet before. If you're looking for an anime that's simply a lot of fun, or you want to read into something deeper, Gatchaman Crowds is a great pick either way. Also, there's a second season on its way sometime in 2014, which will hopefully tie up the first season's rather vague ending. Until then, Gacha!